You're ready for a new life. Across an ocean, not just down the street, two giants on the map, the United States and Canada. Both offer a version of the dream, the American dream: ambition, hustle, and the chance to make it big. The Canadian dream: stability, safety, and healthcare that won't bankrupt you. In 2025, the choice is more complex than ever. Economies shift, and what worked before might not work now. You're not just picking a country. You're picking a team for your future. Do you want the high-risk, high-reward playbook or the steady, reliable one? It's eagle versus beaver, but this isn't about flags, it's about real life. What will you pay for rent? What jobs are out there? Will you go broke if you get sick? We'll break down the money, jobs, healthcare, and lifestyle. By the end, you'll know which North American giant fits you best. Let's talk money, because when it comes to moving or starting a new life, understanding your finances is key. Whether you're chasing a dream job, a better lifestyle, or just a change of scenery, the cost of living can make or break your plans. After all, dreams don't pay the rent, and the reality of monthly bills can hit hard if you're not prepared. The US is often seen as the cheaper option, but the truth is it really depends on where you plant your roots. Urban or rural, coast or heartland, location changes everything. Take big cities like New York and San Francisco, for example. Rent here is sky high, and even a small apartment can cost a fortune each month. Toronto and Vancouver in Canada aren't far behind. These cities are known for their vibrant culture, but also for their expensive housing markets, making it tough for newcomers and locals alike. Move to smaller towns or suburban areas and things get more affordable in both countries. However, the US offers a wider range of mid-sized cities where the cost of living is noticeably lower, giving you more options if you're budget conscious. When it comes to groceries, the US usually wins out. Thanks to massive competition and economies of scale, food prices tend to be lower, and you'll often find more variety on the shelves. But in Canada, be prepared for a shock when you see your phone bill. Canadians pay some of the highest rates for mobile and internet services in the world, which can be a real budget buster. US phone plans are often cheaper and come with more data, but don't get too comfortable. Other expenses like healthcare or insurance can quickly eat up those savings. Taxes in the US can be complicated, with federal, state, and sometimes even city taxes to consider. For many middle earners, though, the overall tax burden is often lower than in Canada. In Canada, you'll pay higher taxes, but those taxes fund universal healthcare, meaning you won't have to worry about huge medical bills if you get sick or injured. In the US, lower taxes mean you're responsible for your own health insurance, which can be a massive expense, especially for families or those with ongoing medical needs. So it's not just about your salary, but about what you actually keep after taxes, rent, groceries, and insurance, and what services you get in return for your money. Housing, groceries, taxes, and even phone bills all add up differently depending on where you land and what your lifestyle looks like. The US offers more variety and potential savings, especially if you're flexible about where you live. But Canada's higher taxes buy you peace of mind with healthcare and social services that can make life less stressful. Ultimately, your cost of living will depend on your city, your needs, your family situation, and what you value most, whether that's lower bills, better healthcare, or a certain lifestyle. Choose wisely, because at the end of the day, your wallet, your well-being, and your happiness all depend on where you decide to call home. Let's zoom in on the big leagues, New York City and Toronto. Both are cultural and financial powerhouses, and both are expensive. Manhattan rent, over $4,000 a month for a one-bedroom. Toronto, about $1,800 US. Toronto feels pricey, but compared to New York, it's a bargain. Transit is cheaper in Toronto, and so is eating out. New York offers higher salaries, but your money disappears fast. Toronto gives you a world-class city with a bit more breathing room. New York is for the ultimate hustler, paying a premium to be at the center of it all. Toronto is for those who want big city life without the extreme financial pressure. Both cities are diverse, vibrant, and full of opportunity. The choice: pay more for the New York hustle or get more balance in Toronto. Not everyone wants the big city grind. For many, the constant rush, noise, and high costs of urban life just aren't appealing. Instead, a growing number of people are looking to smaller cities and towns for a better balance. Smaller cities in both Canada and the US offer a quieter pace of life, less congestion, and often much more affordable living. Here, you'll find friendly neighborhoods, tree-lined streets, and a sense of calm that's hard to come by in major metropolitan areas. In the US, places like Boise, Idaho, or Richmond, Virginia are great examples. These cities offer lower home prices, less traffic, and a strong sense of community. You'll find local events, farmers markets, and neighbors who know your name. In many of these towns, you can actually afford to buy a house with a backyard. No CEO salary required. Whether you're starting a family or just want more space, your dollar stretches further here. Of course, there are trade-offs. You might find fewer high-powered jobs, less nightlife, and not as much cultural diversity. But what you gain is more peace, more space, and a slower, more relaxed lifestyle. Canada's smaller cities like Halifax on the East Coast or Calgary in the West also offer a fantastic quality of life and surprising affordability. These cities are known for their welcoming communities and beautiful surroundings. Take Calgary, for example. It boasts a strong job market, especially in energy and tech, and it's just a short drive from the stunning Rocky Mountains. Perfect for weekend adventures, hiking, or skiing. One thing to note, Canada has fewer mid-sized cities, and some can feel quite remote with longer distances between urban centers and amenities. In the US, you're often closer to other major cities, giving you more options for travel, work, and entertainment. The network of towns and cities is more tightly connected. If you're looking for both affordability and variety, the US wins on scale. There are simply more choices, whether you want a college town, a historic city, or a growing tech hub. Still, the right Canadian city can offer an unbeatable mix of cost, community, and access to nature. For many, that's worth the trade-offs. Ultimately, it's about finding your perfect fit. Whether you crave the urban buzz or the calm of a small town, there's a place for you. No matter which side of the border you choose, your money goes further outside the big city. It's all about what matters most to you: space, savings, or a sense of community. Let's talk jobs. Whether you're just starting your career or looking to make a big move, understanding the job markets in the US and Canada is crucial. The US economy is a powerhouse: tech, finance, entertainment, offering high salaries and endless ambition. Cities like New York, San Francisco, and Los Angeles are magnets for talent from around the world, promising big opportunities and the potential for rapid career growth. But its competitive, high pressure, and job security can be shaky. The fast pace and high expectations can lead to burnout, and layoffs are not uncommon, especially in volatile industries. In the US, you might land a six-figure job, but you'll work long hours and face fierce competition. Climbing the corporate ladder often means sacrificing work-life balance, and the pressure to perform is always present. Canada's job market is smaller but more stable, with strong sectors in banking, resources, and a growing tech scene. Canadian cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Calgary offer solid opportunities, especially for those seeking a more balanced lifestyle. Salaries are generally higher in the US. A software engineer might earn $120,000 there, but only about $65,000 US in Canada. This gap is seen across many professions, from finance to healthcare. But higher pay in the US can be eaten up by higher costs and healthcare expenses. Medical bills, insurance premiums, and even everyday living costs like rent and groceries can quickly add up, reducing your take-home pay. Immigration is a big factor. US work visas are hard to get. With a lottery system and strict caps, even highly skilled professionals can face years of uncertainty waiting for their chance to work in America. Canada's express entry system is points-based, predictable, and designed to attract skilled workers. The process is more transparent, and applicants know exactly what they need to qualify. If maximizing income is your goal, the US is tempting. But getting in is tough. The rewards can be high, but so are the barriers to entry and the risks involved. Canada offers a clearer, more accessible path for skilled professionals. The transition is often smoother, and newcomers find it easier to settle and start working. The US has more high-paying jobs, but Canada makes it easier to actually take one. In Canada, you're more likely to find a welcoming environment and support for newcomers. Consider your field, your risk tolerance, and your immigration prospects. Think about what matters most: salary, stability, work-life balance, or the ease of starting fresh in a new country. The right choice depends on your priorities. Both countries offer unique opportunities, so weigh your options carefully before making your move. Healthcare, one of the biggest differences. In Canada, taxes fund public healthcare. Show your health card, not your credit card. No massive bills for emergencies, and everyone's covered. The trade-off? Higher taxes and sometimes long wait times for specialists or procedures. In the US, most people get insurance through work, but it's expensive and doesn't cover everything. Even with insurance, a hospital visit can cost thousands. Medical debt is common in the US, rare in Canada. The US offers faster access and cutting-edge care if you can afford it. Canada offers peace of mind and a safety net for all. If you're young, healthy, and well-insured, the US system can work. But for families, those with chronic conditions, or anyone risk-averse, Canada's system is a huge plus. Your health and your finances depend on this choice. Beyond money and jobs, where will you be happier? The US is energetic, ambitious, and diverse, but also fast-paced and sometimes polarized. American cities buzz 24/7, but the pressure to succeed is real. Canada is more reserved, community-focused, and values work-life balance. Multiculturalism is celebrated as a mosaic, not a melting pot. Canadian cities are welcoming, diverse, and often rank among the world's most livable. Safety: Canada has lower crime rates and stricter gun laws. Many newcomers feel safer walking around Canadian cities, day or night. Nature is a highlight in both countries. US has deserts, beaches, and mountains. Canada has forests, lakes, and the Rockies. In Canada, nature feels closer, even in big cities. Both countries offer incredible outdoor adventures. The vibe, hustle, and ambition in the US, balance and security in Canada. Your happiness may depend on which lifestyle fits you best. Ready to move? Immigration is the next hurdle. The US system is based on family ties and employer sponsorship. Slow, complex, and often a lottery. H-1B visas for skilled workers are capped and in high demand. Most applicants don't get in. Planning your life around US immigration is tough. Canada's express entry is points-based, fast, and transparent. Age, education, language, and work experience all count. If you qualify, you could get permanent residency in as little as 6 months. Canada uses immigration to fuel economic growth and welcomes skilled workers. The US system is more restrictive and unpredictable. For most skilled professionals, Canada is the smoother, faster path. If you don't have family or a job sponsor in the US, Canada is likely your best bet. Immigration could be the deciding factor in your move. So, Canada or the USA? There's no one-size-fits-all answer. The US is a high-performance sports car, fast, exciting, but expensive and risky. Canada is a reliable SUV, safe, stable, and built for comfort and peace of mind. The US is best for ambitious, career-driven risk-takers who want to maximize income and thrive in a fast-paced world. Canada is ideal for those who value work-life balance, safety, and a clear path to residency. If you want to go for gold and can handle the bumps, the US might be for you. If you want stability, community, and universal health care, Canada is calling. Think about your goals, your family, and your dreams. The North American adventure is waiting. The choice is yours.